He's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. First and 10, it's Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Now Mills.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's got room.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Up the middle, Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Eric Saubert, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
Flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Mills to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go with Murray again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Wilson
finds Dulcich out left side. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On first down, Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. Able to slither by.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle.
The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the delay, this is Murray. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Wilson now to throw on third down. Steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
To throw again on second down. Mills eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Third and short yardage, Mills.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Moore in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A run by Pierce begins the second half.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Mills. That's complete. It's Collins.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. Touchdown, Texans! Jordan Akins, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now. Three touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything of... available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They'll run the counter with Murray. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Wilson. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here comes Davis Mills in the offense, ready for another drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mills on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 46 yards. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Escaping the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, 60 yards. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Denver's offense now set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Pierce gets this one running right. Down at the 25.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Play action now. Mills.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Wilson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what they're making.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
A 2nd down run for Burkhead.
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 3rd and goal, Mills. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Davis Mills, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the 1st. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
A give to Burkhead on 1st down. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A